I'm going to try out a new show today, The Librarians. I have heard of it before, but I have no idea what it's about. So I'm curious to find out. Let's get started with the first episode. Okay, so first, I wasn't expecting so much gunfire. And also, what agency are they with? She just jumped down like 15 feet? I mean, I believe that she didn't break her leg, but come on. So she has confronted these two guys. It's like, drop your weapon. They put down their gun, but they still have a bomb that appears to be ticking. He's very much like the Doctor, isn't he? Can nuclear bombs be that small? I mean, I guess, but I feel like that's not the relevant part of this story. Whatever agency she's with, I don't feel she's very good at her job. Though, to be fair, I also feel like these criminals are not very good at their jobs either. So, she has an American flag patch on her jacket. Why is someone with... is she military? I don't think so. Why is she carrying out this mission in Germany? Are we gonna get an answer to that, or no? I was gonna be like, oh, there's a frazzled, scientific-esque person who is about to come in with a warning that no one listens to and then stabbed to the gut. So my guess so far is that this guy, maybe a group of people, but maybe it starts as this guy and more people are added, is able to somehow travel through time and space collecting historically significant objects and keep them in the library, which would be more of a museum. So maybe they're literary objects, but I don't know how likely that is, although I feel like that's not going to be the bar for this show. So it also feels a little young, which is great for 12-year-olds. We'll see if I like it. I'm just saying, if I was her, I maybe would have left that part out of the report. Her apartment is basically empty, and I'm guessing this is not a she just moved in situation. I'm guessing that she is just always so busy with work that she just doesn't buy furniture. She also apparently does not buy food. I'm guessing she eats out a lot. Why would the mysterious letter slipped under the door have a stamp on it? We've all heard of vanishing ink. This apparently is appearing ink, which she just seems to be rolling with. And to be honest, if a little critical, I did not see anything that happened in that first scene that would prompt someone to be like, hey, I want her to work for me. She's a colonel? I don't believe it. NATO counterterrorism? Never. My guess is that a guardian is there to keep the librarian in check. That seems obvious. But he also seems like someone to just show up in the middle of a bomb diffusion shoot-off. So I guess he needs one. If each librarian has a guardian, why has he not had a guardian in a long time? Okay, although I will say that I do like that the muscle is a woman. Yeah, I'm sure the actual Metropolitan Library is fine. He obviously doesn't work for the regular Metropolitan Library. And you did meet him, once again, in the middle of a bomb diffusion shootout. So, obviously, 2 plus 2 is 4. Right now, all she sees are books and some, display cases. I'm not sure that this is proof of magic. However, it does appear to be quite large. This man is best friends with a sword. Red flag. We're all agreed that Judson is a ghost haunting the library, correct? So if the library is in charge of picking a guardian, and if a librarian always has a guardian, and yet he has spent most of the last 10 years without a guardian, what is the library up to? Okay, so when a librarian dies, the library will send out 100 invitations to potential librarians. They come in to be interviewed. Okay. And if a librarian generally doesn't live that long, like if 10 years is a very long amount of time, I mean, this it has to mean that you can be invited back. Like you can be sent another invitation for an interview again. Because why else would anyone be interested in killing off the people on that list? Although, and I guess that this would only be relevant if this was a different kind of show, but if librarians generally don't live that long, and you can be like interviewed again for the position, doesn't that give the other people on that list motive to kill the current librarian so they can become librarian? But I don't think that's going to be part of this show. I'm also guessing that the library would not send an invitation to someone who killed the current librarian. So that's a problem with that theory. Although that assumes that the library has some sort of morality. And we don't know that it does. It looks like the library crew is about to have a new member. So we don't know anything about this woman's life, or how, or why, with all of these skills that she has, she took a job as a janitor. My first assumption would be that she gets overstimulated doing other work. So maybe joining this team would not be good for her, but I'm guessing that's not the direction they go. Now, I assume that the people that they are going to find will be joining them. And yet, it seems like there's only supposed to be one librarian at a time. Which, why? Why not have a team? But I'm wondering if that becomes a problem. I am also glad that the one who is smarter than they look is a guy. So I do appreciate what the show is doing with gender stereotypes. You can't convince me that he didn't try the crown on before putting it on display. Ah, the betrayal. I'm guessing this means that she becomes a mirror spirit too. To be continued. That's a dirty trick. But I don't think I'm going to watch the rest of the series. It's not for me. I can understand how other people would love it, and that's great. But it's too young for me. So it had some good points. I'm sure there will be lots of interesting stories, but not for me.